Christmas is a time of wonder and magic, a season when the ordinary seems to transform into the extraordinary. Among the many enchanting traditions that define the holiday, there is one story that has captivated hearts for generations: the tale of the magic bells of Christmas. These bells, said to possess the power to change lives, are as old as Christmas itself, ringing with a sound that carries more than just melody. The story of these bells is one of mystery, hope, and the reminder that sometimes the most powerful magic is the kind we cannot see. The legend begins in a small, snow-covered village nestled in a valley surrounded by mountains. The village was known for its beautiful towering cathedral, whose bells rang at every hour, their sound echoing through the village and across the snow-covered landscape. But among these bells, there was one set that was different. It was said that these bells had a magic all their own, a magic that could only be activated by those who truly understood the meaning of Christmas. As the story goes, the bells were created by a group of master bell makers who were tasked with crafting a new set of bells for the cathedral. The bells were to be the most beautiful and powerful the world had ever known, and the master bell makers worked tirelessly, pouring all their skill and knowledge into the project. However, no matter what they did, the bells would not ring. No matter how they polished the metal, no matter how they shaped the bell, it would not sound. Frustrated, the bell makers decided to give up, leaving the bells unstruck and abandoned in the cathedral's bell tower. It was then that a humble visitor arrived in the village, an old man dressed in simple robes, with a long white beard and a staff. The villagers, curious but skeptical, watched as the man made his way into the cathedral. He approached the silent bells, laid his hands upon them, and whispered something under his breath. The story doesn't tell us exactly what the man said, but as soon as he finished speaking, something extraordinary happened. The bells began to ring, their chimes resonating through the valley with a sound so pure and beautiful that it brought tears to the eyes of all who heard it. The bells rang with such power and grace that the entire village fell silent, listening to their melody. It was a sound of peace, of joy, and of something greater than themselves. The bells, now ringing with a resonance unlike anything anyone had ever heard, filled the village with a sense of wonder and joy. But the magic didn't end with their beautiful sound. It was said that those who heard the chimes could feel a transformation within themselves. People began to experience a newfound sense of generosity and compassion. Neighbors who had been estranged embraced one another, and those who had been burdened with sadness found a glimmer of hope. The old man, after he had set the bells ringing, quietly left the cathedral without a word, disappearing into the snowy landscape as mysteriously as he had arrived. The villagers, still in awe, assumed he was a messenger of Christmas, sent to remind them of the true meaning of the holiday, the magic of giving, of loving, and of embracing one another with an open heart. The bells, however, didn't just work their magic once. Every Christmas Eve, as the clock struck midnight, the bells would ring again. But this time, their chimes would carry a unique power. The sound of the bells could reveal the deepest desires and wishes of those who listened closely enough. It was said that if someone stood by the cathedral at midnight, their heart would be filled with the most vivid images of their greatest hopes, and they would receive the strength and courage to make those wishes come true. The bells were more than just a source of sound. They became a guide for the villagers, a symbol of the love and joy that Christmas brought into their lives. Over time, the village flourished, not because of wealth or material things, but because of the kindness and unity that the bells had inspired. People began to come from distant lands to hear the magical chimes, hoping to be touched by their power. They found that the bells didn't just ring for those who lived in the village. They rang for anyone with an open heart, willing to listen to the message of love that echoed through the air. In the years that followed, the legend of the magical bells spread far and wide. Some say that the bells could still be heard on Christmas Eve, their chimes traveling on the wind to places far beyond the village. Others claim that the bells' magic still lives within the hearts of those who believe in the spirit of Christmas, the spirit of giving, of sharing, and of love that transcends all barriers. But perhaps the most enduring aspect of the story of the magical bells is the simple reminder they offer to us all, that the true gift of Christmas is not wrapped in paper and ribbons, but is found in the love we give to others and the magic we create in our hearts. As time passed, the village became renowned not only for its beautiful cathedral and the magic of the bells, but for the warmth and unity that permeated every home. The spirit of Christmas, nurtured by the ringing of the bells, transformed the village into a place where love and generosity were the foundation of the community. People from all walks of life found themselves drawn to the village, inspired by the story of the magical bells and the lessons they imparted. Every year as Christmas approached, anticipation filled the air. The villagers would prepare for the arrival of Christmas Eve, the night when the bells would ring once more, filling the night with their powerful, soul-stirring chimes. On this night, a tradition was born. Each person would take a small gift, a token of goodwill, and offer it to someone in need. It wasn't about the size or value of the gift. It was about the spirit of giving and the desire to share the love that the bells had awakened in their hearts. But the true magic of the bells lay in their ability to bring people together, no matter their background or beliefs. One Christmas Eve, a weary traveler arrived at the village, seeking shelter from the biting cold. He was greeted with kindness and hospitality, and as tradition dictated, a small gift was given to him. That night, as the bells rang, something extraordinary happened. The traveler, who had spent years wandering from place to place, listening only to the sound of his own footsteps, felt a warmth and peace that he had not known for a long time. He knew in that moment that he had found a place where he truly belonged. The bells, once seen as mere symbols of the season, had grown into something far more profound. They had become a source of comfort, a reminder that no one should feel alone during Christmas. Their magic, as the villagers came to understand, was not just in the sound they produced, but in the way they brought people together, fostering a sense of belonging and community that transcended all differences. As the years passed, the village continued to thrive. The bells were a part of the fabric of life, and their magic was felt by all who called the village home. Even as the world around them changed, the bells remained a constant, a symbol of the unchanging power of love and goodwill. People would visit the village from all corners of the world, not just to hear the bells, but to experience the profound sense of unity and peace that they inspired. And so, the legend of the magical bells endured, passed down from one generation to the next. In the quiet hours of Christmas Eve, as the bells rang out across the village, their message was clear. No matter the trials and tribulations of life, there was always room for love, kindness, and the spirit of Christmas. As we reflect on the enduring legacy of the magical bells, it becomes clear that their power goes far beyond the realm of myth and legend. The story of the bells is not just a tale of an enchanted village. It is a reminder of the timeless values that Christmas embodies: love, kindness, and the importance of community. The bells, with their ethereal chimes, carry with them a message that transcends time, that the true magic of Christmas is found not in material gifts, but in the giving of ourselves to others. In our own lives, the magic of the bells can still be heard if we listen closely. It's in the small acts of kindness, the gestures of goodwill, and the moments we share with others during this special season. The legend of the magical bells encourages us to pause and reflect on what truly matters, on the ways we can spread joy, compassion, and hope to those around us. If the story of the bells has inspired you, consider exploring the magic of Christmas. Recipes, traditions, and timeless memories. This ebook is filled with meaningful ways to celebrate the holiday season, from heartwarming traditions to creative gift ideas that will bring joy to your family and friends. Whether you're sharing this timeless story or creating your own Christmas magic, this guide will help you embrace the true spirit of the season. As the bells continue to ring in our hearts, may we all be reminded that the greatest gifts we can give are the gifts of love, kindness, and connection. This Christmas, let us be the bearers of that message, bringing light to the world through our actions, just as the bells did for the village. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the tale of the magical bells. If you've enjoyed this story, be sure to check out our other videos for more festive and thought-provoking tales. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for your daily dose of holiday magic. Until next time, Merry Christmas, and may your holiday season be filled with the joy and magic of the bells.